Greetings, my dear friends. Welcome to Eureka Elementals. I want to thank you so very much for joining me in whatever time, space, place, or dimension this finds you. I do hope that you're ever evolving and tapping into the elemental energies. However, they are expressed within you. 20 seconds on the clock when I said that. Listen, guys, I remember when I heard about the passing of Angie Stone. And I'm a neo soul in college in the 90s, and all of that energy, it was raw, it was potent, it was everything. So, and I also live in the Carolinas too, and Andrew is from Columbia, South Carolina. And she always had this beautiful, luminous soul, this beautiful, luminous energy. And I don't talk about celebrity passings or anything like that. But when I heard about it and I saw her last interview, by the way, check out, if you can, her last interview. Not necessarily interview, the last podcast or something she made from her home. It seems as though she was in a kitchen area, peachish colored behind her. And I think she was wearing pink or something like that, pink or peach. But check it out, right? But after all was said and done, I kept hearing over and over and over again, my spirit, the cornerstone that the builders refuse. The cornerstone that the builders refuse. Talk about it. Get into it. And I had to meditate on that energy. Today is Tuesday, March the 4th, roughly around 1:20 p.m. Eastern time. I had to meditate on that energy since I found out about that, her passing this weekend. And finally, the right decks all kind of aligned. I had to create one too, because I'm hearing she was dealing with a unsavory kind of energies, narcissistic energies on steroids. When you have these entities and these corporations or corpserations that are in the past have been made to feel and continue to feel emboldened because they perhaps may be above the law. So we're going to tap into some of those energies. 2:42 on the clock. When I did it, we're gonna flesh this out using this created deck, the Divine Feminine deck, the keys to the elementals, the Lilith Oracle Tarot, and then we're going to get some clarifiers from Kali Oracle as well, and another oracle. So some stuff, I'm kind of going with the flow, see where this leads me. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so what was Mama Angie dealing with, okay, at these entities or corporations? And I'm tapping into this energy, right? Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. Their world is crumbling and you are dominating their mind. See, okay, rejection protected you, but set the wheels of justice in motion for them. So what was happening, if you heard her interview, well, the last thing she made at her house, and she did note, if something were to happen to her, go back to that video, okay? Because she said it's been about a month they've been messing with me now. She wanted all her money back. See, a lot of people with her energy, that big mama energy, the ones that keep these corporations going, okay? They owed her millions. She should have been well retired and was allegedly unable to do so. Allegedly, they owed her millions, okay? And so what is happening right now is that we know that the industry has been suffering a lot because, technically there were all these, cases that they had about the fact that they're not really making any money because of a lot of the streaming versus this is AI versus the artists, all of that stuff. But Angie's voice was unique. It is beautiful. Now we see that a lot of things happen with the royalties that are associated. She wasn't allegedly getting her royalties or anything like that. And what happens, it just so happens that whenever artists complain or ask about getting their royalty checks, right, somehow, horrible incidents, accidents, and demise immediately befalls them. Okay, so their world is crumbling, and once you start requesting your fair share, and again, I'm talking to all of the Angies out there in this big mama energy, you're holding it down. You're the glue that keeps this empire going. Okay, once their world is crumbling, you start dominating their mind, because once you declare your independence, once you declare your sovereignty, once you start walking in your power, their world crumbles. Okay, they reject you. They rejected the cornerstone. You're the one that keeps everything together. Okay, and once they rejected you, they lose their protection, and it sets the wheels of justice in motion for them, because God does not sleep. See, God does not play about you. God does not play about you. Okay, so God will not be mocked. God or goddess will not be mocked. Right? Now, for those of you who do your deep dive into the Enuma Elish, into the Nahamid scriptures, into the Sefer, into the Quran, into all of the holy books worldwide, you will then get a fuller story. I told you 2 years ago, with the whole things, I put in my community section all of the linkages to the Tiamat story, to the ancients of ancients and the old of old. At one point, the goddesses were in charge of the universe. The story has been flipped. The energies have been flipped. Okay? So God or goddess will not be mocked, because no matter what, Sister Angie was still out there representing and was a child of the Most High, a child of God. God will not be mocked. Okay? So, right? She represented stability, sanity, sanctity, and serenity. They shall have no peace now, because I'm hearing they messed with the wrong one. Her heart was too pure. Her soul too luminous. 7:42 on the clock when I said that. Okay? Now let's see. Okay? Give me their world is crumbling and you are dominating their mind, and why? Why? Oh, we talked about it, right? But we're going to see what divine, let me tell you, the divine feminines, goddesses, ascended masters will not be mocked. Okay? They will not be mocked. And her passing will not be in vain. Okay? Will not be in vain. She talked about the fact that she'd had a blood-borne illness in December, and it almost passed and people didn't know. Look at that. Look at who was working with her. Catherine Laborde, the patroness of miraculous healing. She said didn't even understand how she was still there. There were other rock documentaries that I watched that talked about the fact she had myriad of health issues, and she kept getting miraculously healed. She was a divine messenger. Like I said, God will not be mocked, and they messed with the wrong one. Okay? So she was worthy of miracles. Okay? Listen, they don't understand. They made a big mistake. Big mistake. Let's see why. Let's see why. Okay. All right. Saraswati was running and walking with Sister Angie, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything she creates. She was a creative. Did you hear the music? Did you feel the energy within every note, every nuance that she sang? I'm getting goosebumps because her spirit was in every single note, every nuance. It was like honey, the nectars of the gods. God will not be mocked. Oh, okay. All right. Rejection protected you, but set the wheels of justice in motion for them. Lala, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own destiny. What did she say in her last interview? She knew they were coming for her, but she also knows that she was already telling her story ahead of time. She set the wheels in motion for them. Okay? They thought that they had just another quick you know what, but it's not going to happen that way. Then we have Ananda Maya Ma, the joy permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. She was a reincarnated guru, okay, that came here to play music to uplift people's souls. You know, listen, the other thing that I heard in one of my downloads was they thought that they got away by getting rid of her. But not only did they set the wheels of justice in motion, they now made her an ancestor. Do you know how powerful ancestors are? They made a mistake. They crossed, and listen, God will not be mocked. They done mess with the wrong one. Woo! Let me tell you something. I would not want to be any of them who were mocking her, who thought that they had some way to crumble and crush her, because woe be it unto them. God will not be mocked. She had also Rabia, the queen of saintly women. Tell me if you did not believe, whenever you saw her, if she didn't have a halo around her. She had a natural halo. She was and is and remains and will always be an angelic, okay? Angie, the angelic. She had an earth angel angelic presence. Woe be unto them, okay? The queen of saintly women. I am in service to divine love. She was the essence of love. What I talk about when she sang, it was like dripping like honey. The way I moved the way love asked me to move. And that was the kind of torch that she carried in life. Okay? God will not be mocked. God and or goddess will not be mocked. Okay? And Angie had keys. Sister Angie had keys. She came to this realm. Oh, look at that, with the cave of comfort. Okay? Her voice was a retreat to many of us, all right, who listened to her music. A time is needed for self-care and solitude. This is the time to redirect your life that centers within your heart. The healing starts when you align your mind, body, and soul. And she was all about the mind, body, and soul and spirit. She was that, kind of energy effervescent, She had a lot of keys. Like I said, there was life, energy, love, luminescence in every single note, right? Her voice was like magic. It manifests, right? And so she turned what would be an ordinary song, like I learned that she sang the theme to the show Girlfriends that I used to watch. Again, it was the 90s. It was the thing to do. And it was an ordinary song, but again, it's just the way she created a vibe for an entire generation. She turned that ordinary song with her honey in her voice, into an extraordinary song, and set in motion a portal, a divine timing with this energy too. Divine timing, look at that, passing ships, right? And so it seems as though that was one of the issues that perhaps plagued her. It was always a timing issue with how things turned out for her, but patience is needed, because what will work out for her wasn't supposed to happen in the physical. Okay, The ships will not pass for her in the spiritual. They passed in the physical. They would not pass in the spiritual. She will get her time. Listen, because the wheels of justice would turn with the transgressions that were made against her. That's all. See, Spirit already spoke. That's it. That's it. Okay? Spirit spoke on that. All right? Now let's see. Listen, when I told you that this energy hit me so hard, and I heard what I said, that she was the cornerstone that the builders of this realm, the entities that were, okay, rejected, right? And literally, the energy of Lilith came to me, the energy of Kali. These goddesses were pissed. She represented the divine mother, you know, my gosh, the real mother, the energy, the rawness, okay? And so anger, listen, righteous anger, they were not pleased, all right? And I just ask for time to be able to really consider the energies, you know, tap into it. I asked them for just some time so that I could digest, because I had never done a reading before. Anybody who's, I don't do readings of these type on, because you know, people who know me know I don't watch TV, and you know, but it came on, it was in my feed. And again, I think it's because of some of the music that I listened to. But the 90s were, you know, my time when I came into who I am as a woman as well too. And I was, you know, I was in college and learning about myself too. So it really, you know, it hit home. Okay. But the goddesses were angry, and they're like, you've got to talk about this. And I'm like, little old me, I have never done anything like this. This is not usually my cup of tea. But they were like, no, you got to talk about this. And I'm like, okay, I'll do the best that I can do. You know, I'm always, as you all know, a diligent student. Okay. So we have here the numbers 4, Black Moon Lilith in Cancer, honor your emotions, right? And then we also have here multiplication, your higher self, number 43. Okay, we're gonna get one. I'm told to get one more and then to read up on these two, right? I'm telling you that they set off. Listen, you know, I'm seeing some stuff. I'm not gonna say what I see, but if these people think they got away with it, this was the final one. Okay. There's some people with their hands, their spirits pure and their hands are clean. Okay? That you don't mess with them. They're too anointed. All right? Pluto. Oh, okay. Okay. Anybody who knows about the Plutonian energy knows it's about endings. Okay? It's a death for the establishment. That was the final 18. It was 18. 18 as I'm looking down here right now. 9-9. The end. Culmination. Okay. Black Moon Lilith in Cancer, number 4. Let's see what Lilith has to say, right? Okay. Okay, so right. The universe wants you to know that your emotions are valid, and this is your time to heal and to honor them. When this oracle card comes to you, the cosmos is asking you to stop neglecting your own emotions for the sake of others. Home is your sanctuary, where you should feel safe. It is time to review and clear what is not aligned in your home, life, and emotional world. Okay? And so, let's see here. Now, when it fell out, it was upside down, right? So it represented some shadow, right? So she had self-knowledge, but she always tried to give comfort to others, right? And we're looking into that energy, but also talking to us as well too. It says dark feminine, shadow, right? Traditions exist only because one person started them. Sometimes being the catalyst for change isn't the most comfortable, but you are bringing healing to your family line. Visualize sending love to your child self, closing an old wound. All right? And that's for the feminine. For the divine masculines here, your mother is the first the first relationship you have with a woman. Taking the time to understand your dynamic with her can unlock any blocks you are experiencing with the divine feminine. So they had, the reason why their world is crumbling is because they had mommy issues, okay? They never took the time to understand and appreciate. What did I say? She was the cornerstone that the builders rejected. They never took the time to understand the dynamic, okay, and unlock the blocks with the divine feminine. It was toxic masculinity at its best, thinking she was just another one they could get rid of. They never saw her elevated earth angel, angelic status. Okay? They didn't appreciate who she really was and what she really represents. Woe to them. Okay? Woe to them. Right? Multiplication, your higher self. The spiritual realm cannot exist. So rejection protected you, but set the wheels of justice in motion for them, right? The spiritual realm cannot exist without the physical. They interplay and weave in and around each other. Through consistency and practicality, we can manifest our dreams, wishes, and intentions from our imagination. The multiplication oracle card wants you to know the value of discipline, routine, and putting your new consciousness into practice each day. Sometimes we can lose sight of the real world when we hope and dream without doing. Multiplication is asking you to get down to business and truly embody the new you every single day. The longer and more often you live your truth, the more it becomes a natural part of you. The shadow work, because this also came out upside down, associated with this. Each day, do one thing you absolutely love. This could be painting, singing, a new business idea, dancing, a hobby, whatever sets your soul on fire. Again, with that magic wand too. Okay? Because what happened is that their rejection protected you. It protected you and opened up the door for manifestation for you, my darlings. Okay? It says this will create repetition around your light to empower this part of you. You are now locking in this higher version of yourself through ritual and daily practice. The universe is waiting to create through you. Okay, so she had a magic wand and a direct connection and creation energy with the universe. She opened portals when she said, let me tell you, like I said, they don't mess with the wrong one. These people don't understand. Okay, God will not be mocked. Number 31, right? Pluto, endings and regeneration. Misalignment, God will not be mocked, can manifest physically as that uneasy feeling in the pit of your stomach. Pluto can sense this and likes to break everything down. It goes, listen, it's gonna break Pluto through the divine. What's gonna break these energies and entities and corporations and energies that feel as though they can do whatever the hell they want to. It's gonna break them down and remove what no longer serves you. It teaches us that beginnings and endings are intrinsically tied together. It is the natural cycle of life. Hidden wealth, inheritances, and debts are also part of Pluto, indicating change in this area of life. Allow this transformative wave to pass over you. It will wash away the shadows that have held you back from activating your life. Okay, now it says in ancient Greco-Roman mythology, Pluto was the lord of the underworld. It's Hades energy too. And hidden wealth, also known as Hades in Greece. I just said, oh my goodness. He presided over Earth's lower realms and the rich gems, minerals, and metals found in the ground. Pluto is the planetary ruler of the fixed water sign of Scorpio. Scorpio rules alchemy, sex, death, rebirth, psychology, the occult secrets, and transformation. While it is a malefic planet, and can be difficult, there's much to gain when Pluto is integrated, as it can unlock your soul's hidden riches. Pluto is a generational planet in astrology, so each age group has the same Pluto sign. Okay, so it says, while Pluto can create chaos, it also brings light. What brings to light what we have swept under the rug to be healed. That's the issue. That's the issue. Right? They want traumatized mothers. They don't like saintly women. She dressed appropriately. She wasn't, scantily clad. She was a respectable human being. Okay? And so this is the issue. So listen, understanding Pluto in your own life is a tremendous shadow work, right? And integrating yours can lead to personal empowerment and evolution. Okay? So this is what you are called to do. Endings and regeneration. Listen, 25:52 on the clock when I said that, it's a mirroring effect too. All right, now let's get some tarot up on this. Whoo, with Sister Angie, rest her soul. Oh my goodness. Okay, give me something on their world is crumbling and you're dominating their mind. The cave of comfort. The goddesses that worked in and through her. She was a magician. Look at that. Okay? She was able to alchemize and weave these beautiful energies with her voice, with her emotions. She honored the essence of who she was. Her words were prayers. She was a high alchemist. Okay, who also valued herself. Like I always tell people say the pentacles, but she valued herself. Look at how all of the, her root chakra, her heart chakra, her solar plexus chakra, and her throat chakra, she held those things high. She covered her head. She was held in high esteem. Okay, listen, I'm holding myself back a little bit, Six of Cups. We all have fond memories of the beautiful music, and it was almost like she was like the family dog, whatever the case is. You felt like you grew up with her, right? You grew up with her. For those of us who are around in the 90s, she we didn't know her, but her energy was so reminiscent and so pure. It felt like it was family. Okay, so you have this nostalgic feeling about her, right? Oh, Spirit, just help me to get through this reading, because I'm trying to restrain myself, y'all. That's the reason why I don't do these kind of readings. Okay, that's it. She was dreamy. Okay. And you could see that her heart was pure. The purity with the Page of Cups energy was in the fact that, she truly, when she sang, it was from the heart. There was nothing malefic about it. And that's the reason why, the divine just outpoured on her, gave her these cups, these emotions, like again, the emotions where her words were prayers and poetry in motion, and hence the reason why she was, deemed and looked after by Rabia as a saintly woman. Right. Okay. And so you see the death and rebirth on Pluto. Listen, y'all, let me tell you something. They thought that, that movie, there was, oh my gosh, Death Becomes Her. Oh my Lord, the 80s, 90s, somewhere around there, late 80s, early 90s. I can't remember who was in the movie, but Death Becomes Her. And so what sometimes people plan for you, the hole that they dig for you, they think they physically kill you, but all they ever did was now make you an immortal too. Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. Anything else, Spirit, you want to say? Because I'm just simmering here. Yes. Okay. They make you an immortal because, again, the love, the outpouring, the fact that her heart was so pure, the fact that she had this halo about her, right? And so God will not be mocked. People are crying out. There is listen, this is how you know that the awakening is real, because people are not buying the narratives anymore. Those suspicious accidents, incidents, people getting blood poisoning, end up in hospital. People are beginning to see through this. Okay? I'm glad the camera's on my face, because you will see that. Yeah, my expression right now, over it. Okay? And so what she did, she planted good seeds. That's the reason why she'll be remembered. She planted good seeds. Okay? And it's gonna be a tower. Woo! A tower to the establishment, because they thought that they betrayed her. Like I said, they set her free. They put her in the ancestral realm, and that is its own energy. They set the wheels. Listen, rejection, protected. So they thought they ended her, but they set the wheels of justice in motion for them. Let me tell you, y'all gonna hear some things. Okay, don't say I didn't tell you. Yeah, they thought they rejected you, about to set the wheels in motion, honey. Okay, God will not be mocked. God will not be mocked. Okay, God will not be mocked. That's all I'm saying. All right, God will not be mocked. Okay. Goddess, and I'm hearing that from my guides too. Goddess will not be mocked. Okay, all right. So let's see. Is there anything that we need to learn, Spirit, from what has transpired to Sister Angie, the cornerstone that the builders rejected? Is there anything that we, as the collective, can learn from this? Any messages that we need to learn, anything that we need to understand, overstand, do, practice, anything at all? Okay, we have two. All right, let me make sure I combined two decks for this. Okay. Buttoned unity. Engage in community activities that celebrate diversity, enriching your life and those around you. And harmonious bonds. Look at it. She was a songbird. Oh. Strengthen your relationships through open and honest communication, fostering mutual understanding. Okay, so we're to now, like she did. She always talked about the beautiful connections that we had. She was so, in that interview, she thanked several people for helping her when things were looking down for her, and that was the whole thing. It's about having these connections, the unity, building these transformative connections, and also having those harmonious bonds, right? So that when anything happens to us, we are just as well too. We will conclude, because if I didn't get Kali in here, she'd be mad at me. Okay, Kalima, any parting words for the collective regarding the cornerstone that the alleged builders refused? Woo! Matanji, she is the Tantra queen of outcasts, unveiling the hidden inner power to thrive outside conventional society. If you have been denied love and respect, she brings healing and empowerment. If you have suffered rejection and abandonment or been labeled as an unworthy in any way, she brings dignity and repair. She clears the way for a creative and joyful and vibrant life path. Okay, it was justice for her, so she was protected. But let me tell you something. Do you see this again? A bird. Listen, she's protecting the songbird. Listen, the sickle. Yeah, Kali's gonna be visiting some people. I'm telling you. Listen, the goddesses are not happy. Not happy. Okay? Not happy. Ooh. Okay. There'll be a positive shift as a result of what happened to Sister Angie too. Okay? The Kali Yantra. You have more power to evoke a positive shift in your circumstances than you realize. If anything required for success is lacking, the Divine Mother shall provide it. You are crossing a crucial spiritual threshold. Stay focused, let distractions fall away, and continue to commit yourself to what matters most to your heart. A more beautiful experience awaits you. This is the Kali Mantra. Yantra. Okay? A mudra. Right? And with that, I thank you for joining me. And I wish you all the best too. Take care.